Jesus 무슨 말이 필요해 모두 널 작품이라고 불러 Just a little bit of 유격하게 아껴 baby Yeah yeah
Woo! La B, yep, it's excellent, baby. Wow, 놀라워 또 하나위 없이 아름다워 신기녀의 곁에 보통 여잔 명함 또 못 내밀고 끼리끼리 뭉쳐니 험담을 나누겠지. 자 들어! 주위에 늑대 놈들 주의 자식들 하나같이 외모지상주의 억지로 뒤통수 한 대 맞은 듯이 머릿속에 띵하고 어지러워. 무슨 말이 필요해 모두 널 작품이라고 불러 Just a little bit of 유격하게 아껴 baby 뭐 하나 빠짐없이 예쁘구나 Hell 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 아니 뻥뻥해 Hell Hell 너 말곤 전부 평범해 아찔하게 뻗은 곡선 난 바로 기자란 니들 석션 무작정 부담 주는 멍청이들 사이에 넌 빈틈없는 복서 나의 리프야 헛세 능력 있어도 헛세는 없는 그 성품과 적절한 볼륨감 I wanna hug and kiss it
and do something. But let's see how this one goes. Since the United Kingdom won the first mixed mod pick, I would expect this to go a similar way, especially with Eliminate seeming to do so well in that hard rock modification. It was really the difference maker in the first mixed mod. But we're starting now. And I can't hear any sound. That's great. Am I doing something wrong? Maybe. But everyone getting off to a good start so far. I mean, I would assume that most people see this mixed mod as being easier than the first mixed mod one. I know a lot of people have been complaining about that. And the first misses are going to be coming out from Eliminate and Zakrista. I mean, this with Hard Rock is also difficult as well. Air are going to be missing, so the United Kingdom's going to take the lead. It's just that with this mixed mod, I feel like there's quite a bit of memory-ish jumps with Hard Rock. But there are misses back and forth here. Misses from Arav and Kev as well. So Malaysia taking the lead once again. This seems to be a similar story where Malaysia goes off to an early lead. Let's see if the UK can steal it back just like the last 2 points. Arav with another miss, so it's going to bolster Malaysia's lead by quite a bit. And this map is significantly easier on the Nomad, in my opinion. So this is a definite map that you want your Nomad players to be really rock solid, but Leaf going to be missing as well. So it seems like everybody is having a bit of struggles. Leaf with another miss. And everybody except the Hard Rock players, funnily enough, after their first misses, they've been pretty consistent. But a double miss on the UK, this is going to make it quite difficult for them to come back from. Air is going to trade one of them, but that's still a win for Malaysia. And now we have a 1v1 with Eliminate and Zakrista. The Hidden versus Hard Rock matchup. Eliminate winning that one. This is just back and forth with the misses here. Eliminate really the only one with combo, at least getting over that 200 combo mark. That's going to be good for Malaysia to keep their lead intact. But it's only the difference of a miss now. So any miss by Malaysia is going to give the United Kingdom the lead, so they're going to have to hold on until this ending. It's going to be really close coming down to it. Not much map left. And as long as they hold on, they should keep this lead. It's getting closer and closer, but none of them seem to want to miss at the end. But that miss from Arav is going to seal it. Most likely. And another miss from Kev, yeah. And this is going to be Malaysia's first point. A break point at that. And the accuracy from Eliminate. He's been playing really well so far. So this is really good for Malaysia. If they went down 3-0 this early into the match, that's a lot of momentum that you need to catch up on. And it can really take a toll on your mental as well. But this Malaysian team, very close-knit, very strong. I'm sure they'd be able to come back from something like that anyway. And they don't even have to think of that scenario anymore because of this breakpoint they just got. Now they're going to have a chance to consolidate that breakpoint and tie the match back up 2-2. Let's see what they pick. Yeah, it's a really good Hard Rock score from Eliminate. Definitely doing a lot of heavy lifting on that Hard Rock. The player you expect to probably be the most shaky starting now because these Hard Rocks on the mixed mods are getting pretty difficult. Alright, Malaysia gonna be taking their time with the pick. And it seems like it's going to be Hidden 3. I think this is a pretty good pick for Malaysia. A lot of their players are really good at Hidden. especially Ricky. I know Era loves playing converts as well. I always see him on so many convert leaderboards. I remember he's improved a lot. I remember not seeing him that much a year ago. Then all of a sudden, when I'm playing my converts for fun, I just see him on every single leaderboard. And so that guy's improved quite a bit this past year. But that's enough to count out the British players as well. Players in the United Kingdom. They are definitely competent on Hidden, especially Arov, who's been playing the Hidden for the mixed mods. And this map, I feel like, is especially difficult in the Hidden pool. I mean, the Hidden pool taking a step up from last week, of course. But this map is deceptively hard, where you look at it, like if you're watching the map pool showcase, and you're like, oh, this doesn't look that difficult. I mean, in fact, it's pretty low star, it looks pretty easy. And then you play the map and you're like, what the hell am I playing? What is this? And it's the jump timings are so tight, and you have to be on your reading A game to be able to play this. So I assume that there's going to be struggles on this map as well. I don't expect too many high scores on this. This might even be like one-man carryable. We have Teasel stepping in, so no eliminate for this one. Let's see how the United Kingdom team does. We're going to be starting right now. And this map starts off difficult as well. It doesn't wait for to throw everything at you. Arwab with an early miss here, same with Teasel. So once again, Malaysia getting out to an early lead. Ricky missing, same with Zakrista. Like I said, these jumps, they don't look too hard, but the timing is just so incredibly tight. If you're not paying very close attention, it's incredibly easy to miss on. So the UK actually taking the lead here after their two early misses were traded by two Malaysian misses. But Kev gonna be finding a miss. Same with Error and Arwab, so that's gonna give the lead back to Malaysia. It's gonna be going back and forth a lot, I imagine. There's so many misses on this one. But some people are seeming to hold combo now. Teasel up at 300. And Zakrista and Ricky hitting that combo cap too. Error with another miss. Same with Teasel and Zakrista, and Error missing again. Same with Arwab, everybody missing now. Only Ricky and Kev being able to hold on. Sorry, Kev. But since everyone on Team United Kingdom missed and Ricky is holding on, that's going to give Malaysia a little bit of a buffer, but with his teammates missing as well, that's actually going to keep the score pretty close. Pretty much, oh, but that miss from Ricky doesn't hurt as much because there was a double miss on the UK side. It's just misses all over the board on this one. This map is incredibly difficult. Team misses from both sides. Just that the United Kingdom is missing a few times more than Malaysia is, so you see that score going up towards their side. And we are almost 3/4 the way through this map. And it's just Malaysia with a 130,000 point lead. So it just seems like this point is going to go to them, despite number of misses. Like we thought, this map creating many high scores. And yeah, their lead is even getting bigger at the end here. And misses all over the board once again at this ending. Very hard to hold on. And the MVP for this one is going to be Ricky. which probably isn't a surprise to many people, just missing out on 900k. And when the highest score in the lobby is 890k, I can tell you how difficult this map is. Yeah, this, like Leaf was saying in the chat, this map is very difficult. And I'd be interested to see what the UK is going to pick here. They started off with 2 points, but then Malaysia took 2 points back, consolidating their breakpoint here. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go Hard Rock. They picked Hard Rock quite a bit in their match last week. Let me pull up the bracket real quick. Yeah, so this is going to be, this match is very important. This is for, the loser of this is going to be knocked out in 9th to 12th place. So if you want to have the honor of saying that you got top 10, definitively, you have to win this match. Maybe a bit of pressure on both teams concerning that. Hard Rock 1 going to be the pick here. So United Kingdom is going with Hard Rock. This map I feel like is a little quirky. It is kind of your standard consistency pick in a way, but then it just throws some crazy patterns at you out of nowhere. Of course, this being a edited diff to what the original Hard Rock 1 is, which was even crazier. But some of the crazy patterns this map, this edited diff is going to throw at you, especially at the end, with those full screen jumps that come out of nowhere. If you didn't play this map and you're sight reading, I don't think you're hitting those. Those were definitely going to catch you off guard. And even before that, there's some big jumps that can also catch you off guard if you're not paying attention. So Malaysia going to be subbing in Pichu here. Eliminate not in the lobby, but I would be surprised if he's not the third player for the United Kingdom. Yeah, who is that mapper? You know, just some random guy. And there's Eliminate, rounding out the UK roster here. And so we should be getting started soon. Yep, the good luck, have fun's coming down in the chat. And here we go. Let's see how the teams deal with Hard Rock 1. Client buffering a little bit, just as client always does. Yeah, this bottom half of the losers bracket looking real rough. You know, sometimes that just happens, where one part of the bracket people would say is much stronger than the other. And the bottom half of the losers bracket looking pretty strong. Both teams getting off to a good start. Nobody missing in the first 100 combo. It's a good sign there. Kev going to be finding a miss before the 200 combo mark, so it's not going to be too impactful if he's able to hold on after that. But the rest of the players hitting 200 combo pretty easily. Only a small act drop from Pichu. And now we're going to be getting into the first Ki here. 2 instant misses from the Malaysian side. So that's going to be swinging the lead back to the UK. Ricky, the only one holding on for Team Malaysia. And the UK players are looking comfortable. Definitely seems to be a good pick so far from them, especially with that next miss from Pichu. Their lead is going to be increasing here. But there are still some big jumps that come out of nowhere to go. Let's see if anybody gets tripped up on those. Eliminate missing. There's one of the big jumps, everybody hitting that. And Arwab missing right after the jump. The UK should still be in the lead, but the score is going to get pretty close, especially with that trade miss from Pichu. It's going to keep UK's buffer up. And another miss from Pichu. They seem to be struggling a little bit here. Everyone else doing pretty well so far, though. Two really strong Hard Rock teams down here in the losers bracket. Oh, a double miss from the UK on the slow sliders. That's not going to be good for them. But oh my god, a double miss from Malaysia right after. The UK's miss is not able to be punished. And the score gap goes back up to around 50,000. Seems like more people are missing in this ending here. 2 misses on both sides once again. But as long as Malaysia keeps trading the United Kingdom's misses, that's going to stay in the United Kingdom's favor. And Kev holding on still, the 700 combo. But here are the big jumps at the end. 2 Malaysian misses right there, and Kev hits them, along with everyone else on the UK side. And just an outro here. Gonna be a definitive win for the United Kingdom. It was a little shaky there in the middle. Kev with 970k on this. An amazing play from him. UK is a very strong Hard Rock team, and this is showing it right here. Almost 900k plus from all of their players. That's a very strong team score on Hard Rock 1, especially this late into the tourney. But now it's Malaysia's pick. They still have a hidden left if they want to go for that one. But that hidden is pretty difficult as well. Now they did ban hidden too, seems like. But who knows what they're going to pick. It's going to be Nomad 4, the convert. Now, this is a weird one. The converts in these last 2 weeks have been more tech-ish than they have in the rest of the tournament, in the earlier rounds of the tournament. So I don't think we're going to be seeing as high of a score as we did on like the stream convert from earlier, which much more people were comfortable on. This is, I think the doubles in this map are going to trip quite a few people up. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a lot of people hold until the double section and then just nearly everyone missing that. Because it doesn't come as out of nowhere as the big jumps that Hard Rock 1 do, but it's still, if you aren't paying very close attention, they will catch you off guard. We're going to have Zakrusta come in for Pichu, and the UK sticking with the same roster here. Here we go with Nomad 4. Okay, no one missing that. Okay, I was gonna say nobody missing early. Kev did. I'm sorry once again. Zakrusa also missing that jump. So we have some early misses out from both sides here. Ricky and Kev missing. Seems like some people are just struggling with the early part of this map, which is not great since I feel like the early part of this map is more free combo-ish, so you want to be holding on until the double section, because that's where most people are going to miss. But it seems like people are having a fine time with these sliders, at least. Nobody missing on them so far. Kev gonna be the first one to miss on the sliders. And no one missing that little double right there. That can catch people off guard as well. So with that miss from Kev, the score is gonna go around to even, I believe. But Zakrusa missing on those very tight snaps. So the UK is gonna, oh my god, people keep missing in the slow section. Eliminate with a miss right there. The only two people holding combo into the double section gonna be Error and Arwab. Error and everybody missing in the double section. Yeah, this is what I expected. Nobody being able to hold on here. And after the double section, we'll be going into more of the slow sliders here. But everybody's struggling with the second half of this map. Nobody being able to hold combo. But since the UK was in the lead before that, this is just going to favor the UK as long as they can hold on from here in the slider section. A miss from Kev, but that's not going to do much. Oh, but a team miss from the UK will do quite a bit. So Malaysia going to take it here at the last second. Another double miss from the UK. Air is going to miss, but it's not going to be enough for the UK to take back this lead. They were leading the entire map, and now Malaysia stealing it from them in the last few seconds of the map. A double miss from Malaysia here, but the map is, there's just not enough time left. Malaysia's probably going to be taking this point at the end. The second half of the map just destroying everybody, and Malaysia coming on top for it. And all the combos just disappearing as Love Boy playing out. Yeah, those doubles in the second half of the map, they are so difficult. Even the other players I've been talking to have been struggling quite a bit with them as well. I only know of maybe 1 to 2 people so far who have completely comboed through that double section and seem comfortable with it. In Malaysia, taking their own point. So after both teams taking a break point in the beginning, each team seeming strong on their own picks, I wouldn't be surprised if the UK went back to Hard Rock after their performance on Hard Rock 1. The other two Hard Rocks, definitely a little bit more tricky, especially with the high CS of Hard Rock 2 and of course Hard Rock 3 being a convert. I meant more people are just not gonna like that. It's actually gonna be No Mod 3. So this is gonna be the gimmick and, in parentheses, kind of, the gimmick kind of map. I would say this is more gimmick than last week's No Mod 3, at least. Get some pretty groovy sliders and some groovy patterns in this. I think it forces you to pay more attention than just having last week's gimmick map be low AR. So this a departure from the gimmick slot, AR being much higher than it was last week, and in return you just get weirder patterns. Yeah, this map, I would say, harder than last week's. And maybe some of the wiggles will trip people up, but overall it plays semi-similar to a No Mod 2. Actually, this feels like what a No Mod 2 should be. Funnily enough. We're going to be getting started with it. And you can already see these funky sliders coming out here. They're not too punishing though. Arwab gonna be the first to miss as long as dropping quite a bit of accuracy, but it is early stages, so his act will be coming back up pretty quickly. The Wiggles catching 3 people out there, Ricky and 2 people on the United Kingdom side. And a lot of people dropping here. Arwab dropping, Zakrusta dropping, Era dropping. So it seems like quite a lot of people are struggling with this. More than what I thought would happen. And the UK is starting to hold on. 2 people reaching that combo cap, along with Zakrusta on the Malaysian side, because the Malaysian team is holding on a little bit better. They're going to be taking the lead here. And as long as they hold on, they'll be taking their own point. But it seems like everybody has stabilized a little bit after that first section. And there's going to be 2 misses on the Malaysian side and 1 from Arwab. So that's also going to be in the United Kingdom's favor. But 2 misses from the UK side, it shouldn't switch the score back, but it's going to get pretty close, especially at the end here, where I don't think there's enough time unless there's another United Kingdom miss. And yeah, that's going to be a point for the United Kingdom. Yeah, this score continuing to stay close. 4-3 right now for the United Kingdom. Really nice score from Eliminate, 960,000. And now we go back to Malaysia's pick. And this match has been so close thus far. We might end up seeing a tiebreaker in this one. I'm sure the chat will be happy about that. The players probably not so much. The UK probably looking to close this one out soon. And we're going to be going into the last hidden. That being hidden 1. Now, of course, I'm excited about this one. The song being by our very own Team USA's former player, 004, also known as Sam. Though the hype over this custom song, I feel like can't overshadow the difficulty of this map. This is quite difficult. Like I said earlier, the hidden pool taking a definite step up this week. This map throws everything at you. It has quite a long intro, but some players may find it a little bit boring, but I love stuff like this. And even in that slower intro, it still has patterns that can trip you up, like that stack at the beginning. I think everyone should look out for that stack, and then also before we get into the really hard section, you have those long sliders, where I feel like a lot of people are just going to drop accuracy and combo as well. Same Neko Cafe. Like on a good day, I can FC this. And then, even if I feel good, I might show up and just get like 850k for no reason. We're going to be starting off here. Like I talked about, this intro pretty long, so hopefully we don't see too many misses, but a very early miss from Teasel probably won't matter too much. since it was way before the 200 combo mark. As you can see, the point difference just huddling around 6,000, so not mattering that much. I wish I could hear this song, because it's a banger. Ricky missing on that stack, the only one missing there. And that's gonna give the UK a tiny lead. But the map is really going to start once we hit those sliders in a few seconds. And here we go, Kev missing the intro to the sliders. Is anybody else going to miss on the sliders themselves? It's going to be Kev again, and error. It's going to bring it back to even. Teasel missing on the sliders. It seems like as long as they can hold on. Oh, Teasel missing the very last note of that section. So Ricky, Zakrusta, and Arwap holding on through there. Arwap still with an SS of all things. Refusing to drop back on those sliders. And now we're going to be getting into the more techish section of the map. Arwab missing. Entire United Kingdom missing here. But Malaysia following it up with a double miss themselves. Ricky missing in the tech section too. Everybody missing. Another map where everyone is struggling on it here. There's just misses across the board. Some players not able to find their footing on this. Kev down at 95%, struggling quite a bit with this map. Yeah, this map is just, a little hard, a little difficult. The United Kingdom with another team miss. The score was going towards their side for a little bit there because the Malaysians were missing quite a bit as well. But now they're starting to hold on, and the United Kingdom keeps missing here. Another team miss from Malaysia, of course. But even with that team miss, they are still 100,000 points in the lead. So, as long as they just don't keep team missing, they should take this point. We got some more misses from the United Kingdom. Arwab making his way back up to 200 combo. And that's good, but it's not going to be good enough. A team miss from Malaysia, but still, even with that team, there's still 120,000 points in the lead. I don't think there's anything the United Kingdom can do here. Yeah, another team miss from the United Kingdom. This is pretty much over. This map, taking names. No one having a fun time with this. And here we are in the outro. And yeah, the score is pretty low. This map just too very difficult for this round. The top score is going to be from Arwab with a really good 870k. But the other two United Kingdom players struggling a lot on this. Yeah, the song is great. Map, very difficult. Going to be going back to the United Kingdom here for their pick. The score is still tied up 4-4. Is the United Kingdom going to go back to Hard Rock? I wouldn't be surprised. Though Nomad 1 still is open, and the United Kingdom did really well on Nomad 1 last week. Made incredibly well. So I can see them picking that too. But this is going to be their final pick no matter what. So they're going to want to make it count. Both teams avoiding double time. So we might see either Nomad 1 or Hard Rock here. I don't think they're going to pick double time. That would be a bit of a surprise. But you never know. Some teams come up with crazy strategies. Then when it comes down like this to the very end, I feel like you want to pick a map that you're comfortable on. You don't want to bring out any super crazy strategies. Those are usually for the early game. Unless you're very desperate. But neither of these teams seem that desperate. Yeah, I would say DT1 is probably easier than the other DTs. It's actually going to be DT1. The consistency pick by Ruby. Interesting pick from the UK. Banning DT2 into picking DT1. My favorite. Yeah, the map was updated. But I believe just one note was moved. So it shouldn't be that big of an update. Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't like change the course of the map. It's not like a significant chunk of the map was moved around. I'm pretty sure it was just one note. I think banning DT3 and picking DT1/2 makes a little bit more sense, because the DT3s tend to be pretty different from the other two, you know, them just being converts, and also them, not only them being converts, but also testing a different set of skills. Like this week's DT3 is focusing a lot on wiggling and really tight jumps, while DT1 and 2 have bigger jumps in them and are more consistency focused. Yeah, unlike previous years, there's only one convert per pool, so convert teams not having as many maps to choose from definitely hurts some teams out there. Thank you, Love Math Boy, for the update. We're going to be starting on DT1 now. And like I mentioned before, this is just going to be your, maybe not like your standard consistency pick, because it has some longer sliders in there. But these sliders aren't too difficult. They aren't really going to test your control, let's say like the DT1 in qualifiers, where the sliders are a lot harder to hit. But we're going to be getting an early miss from Eliminate. Also interesting to note, this is AR 8.2 for DT, I believe, so a little bit higher AR than what we've had previously in the tournament. Eliminate going to be getting another miss, but still the only person to miss so far. The rest of the lobby having a fine time with this. And as we can see, this is just consistency. So as long as you can play one section of this map, you should be able to play the others. But Zakrusta missing the start of the slider there, that's always painful. It's going to be bringing back the score a little bit, but still not enough for the UK to take the lead. Especially with that miss from Arwa. That's going to bolster the Malaysian lead even more here. But error missing. Now, each team with an FC. Error missing again. The score can get Ricky missing. The score is gonna, oh my god, Kev missing as well. The score is gonna be pretty close. Arwa missing, Ricky missing again. Everybody's struggling in the second half. There is a speed up here, but I didn't think people were gonna struggle that much with the speed up. Eliminate and Error, the only people making it through that speed up. kept missing right after, but Ricky trading against the United Kingdom is going to be holding on to this really small lead. And with that second miss from Ricky, it's going to make their lead a little larger. They're going towards around 35,000 now. And we're just into the outro. Though this can still trip people up. So let's see if they can hold on here. Ricky with another miss. That's going to be a point for the UK. UK taking all of their picks after that early break point from Malaysia. So now they're going to be on match point here. Malaysia might be a little worried with this one. Yeah, really good score from Eliminate. Being one of two people to make it through that speed up section. Honestly, I forgot that was there. I thought it was just like the same consistency throughout the entire map. And now we're getting to Malaysia's last pick. Like the United Kingdom before them, they're going to need to make this count. Though they might be running out of maps to choose from. Only 4 maps left, and I'm not sure if any of them specifically favor the Malaysian team. Maybe... I'm not even sure what I would pick if I were them. They're gonna probably have to think about this one. The Malaysian team are taking their time out, so maybe taking time to think about their pick and also reset their mental after losing that one and going down match point to the United Kingdom. This match has been so close so far, very back and forth. Every team winning their own pick after their first break points there. Yeah, the AFB, 9 years old, 4 CWC custom tiebreaker, my favorite. It's my new top play. The tiebreaker just plays so well. I've heard quite a few people praising it for being from... How old is it? From 2016? And still playing that well? I just think that was the golden age of mapping, at least in... I mean, I wasn't playing CTB back then, so... But at least in Standard, I would consider that the golden age of mapping from, like, 2012 to around 2016-ish. Maybe specifically 2012 to 2014. I just like older Standard maps. I don't like these new ones. I'm too much of a boomer. Also, it might have something to do with when I joined the game. Just boomer Zariel out here. So the Malaysian team is still on their timeout. Let's just make Disco Prince the tiebreaker. Yeah, same love math boy. I have no clue. This is a really rough decision for them. Yeah, it's gonna be DK3. The My Chemical Romance Cemetery Drive pick. Now this one I really wish I could hear. I love this song. This map, I remember I was given it quite a bit of time ago, and by quite a bit of time I mean like 3 months. I think I already have the score on the leaderboard from 3 months ago, and I remember when I got it, I was like, this is really hard. So I was surprised seeing it showing up at the tournament. I think what might throw a lot of people off are the wiggles from this. Of course, some people might choose to placement some of these patterns, and most of them are placementable. I wouldn't recommend it though, unless you're really good at placements. I know some people on my team are just like, I refuse to wiggle, I am going to placement everything. And it somehow works out for them. And then there's also people I just wiggle everything and they're like, I'm not taking the risk of placementing, I don't trust myself. But still a difficult map in general. You also have to watch out for that ending section after the last wiggles. That it speeds up a little bit, I feel like. Either that or I'm just crazy, which might be true. And that ending section is a little bit more difficult. You had this in the map pool? Eliminate coming back in. Maybe practicing the map real quick. It's definitely a strategy. His first time playing DT in the tournament. Let's see how this goes. Okay, going into DT3. This is a bit of a short one as well. It's gonna be over before you know it. I think that was a really early miss from Error, missing one of the first notes on them. As well as an early miss from Eliminate as well. Some people are already wiggling these patterns. These ones you don't have to wiggle, guys. These are really close together. And going into the first Ki here, there's one little tricky jump. Ricky and Eliminate missing for it, and Zakrusa also missing. So that's going to favor the UK. It's a really strong start for them. Eliminate missing a few times there, another time. But Warwab and Kev doing well. They're holding on here. Also, Error doing well after their really early miss. Oh, but a bunch of people missing on the wiggles there. 2 misses from each side. Warwab and Eliminate double missing once again, but then the Malaysian team responding with, okay, everyone just missed. This is getting a little crazy, guys. And let's see what's going to happen on these wiggles. Kev tried to placement that, and it just failed. And now he switched to wiggling. But the entire United Kingdom team missing there, that's going to give Malaysia a huge lead. This seems to have been a good pick for them. But if they're struggling on this pick too, but it's too late. Everybody missing all over the place, especially in this final section. That's a little bit harder than the other Ki's in my opinion. And now we're just into the slow outro, and Malaysia's up by 170,000. This is going to be going to tiebreaker. And another tiebreaker. We've had quite a few in this tournament so far. It's a good quote there. And on to tiebreaker. Would you look at that? It's Trancing Pulse once again. 2 weeks in a row. Who'd have thunk it? And UK going to be using their timeout. I think that's a smart choice. Who knew that AFB mapped Trancing Pulse? So this map is, I feel like, this map isn't super uncomfortable. I mean, it's kind of more techish, but at the same time, these are patterns that were very popular in the community back in 2016, 2017. You see this all the time in CLSW's maps as well. So as long as you've been playing maps from that era, I don't think this is going to be any sort of challenge for you. But if you're a perma-zoomer and only play maps that were ranked from like 2021 onward, this might throw you for a loop. Yeah, players needing a breather, that doesn't surprise me either. This has been a really intense match so far. And a really great one too. And it's just great to see a tiebreaker starting off semifinals. This tournament has had quite a few surprises so far. Yeah, the correct tiebreaker you'll see up at the top middle there. It's going to be D for the Delta. And I believe these are also just the right stats for the tiebreaker. So the tiebreaker is 5.5 stars this weekend. My laptop is not liking this. The fans are working overdrive now. Even my laptop is excited for this tiebreaker. Okay, another 2 minutes. Teams getting quite a bit of time to relax and calm their nerves before playing a tiebreaker for their tournament lives here. Remember, this is the losers bracket, so whatever team loses this tiebreaker, they're going to be out of the tournament in 9th to 12th. I wonder what the UK players are doing. If they're trying to play the tiebreaker really quick, or if they're just calming down playing something else. So I think this map is different. I mean, probably if you're playing this in match, I wouldn't recommend it, but this map is definitely sight readable. So, take that how you will. Amelia is a classic. Amelia songs just almost never miss. Almost. But I won't get into that here. The UK players starting to come back in now. It's going to be Kev and Arwa, it looks like. Is Eliminate not playing this? Teasel is now eliminated. And the UK should be DQ'd for account sharing. We have a little bit of a 3CWC moment on their hands. Teasel molding into Eliminate right there, so Eliminate is to be played. And the players are going to be readying up here. And we're going to be starting on our tiebreaker. D for the Delta, Malaysia versus the United Kingdom. Let's see what happens here. I imagine this is also going to be pretty close. These teams have been so close throughout the entire match. It's hard to pick who might have an advantage on this. Like I said before, UK playing really well on No Mod 1 last week, so maybe the advantage goes to them. But at the same time, this map is a little bit of a techie map, so there are some patterns to throw you off here. And we're going to be getting started right now with the build up to the more techish section here. Kev with a really early miss, but that shouldn't matter. Maybe that miss is actually going to be helpful. Just get the nerves out right away with that miss. We like to call that a tactical miss, to get the nerves out. But Arwab also with another miss at the beginning, same with Zakrusa. These players do seem nervous, so... And that wouldn't surprise me. This is a very important tiebreaker for them. So, the Malaysia with 2 combos over 200 would just eliminate on the UK side here. But now Kev getting over 200 as well. And the players are stabilizing. Maybe those tactical misses are helping. Now, every player in the UK over 200, but eliminate missing right before the drop. That's not going to be good, especially because it was after 200 combo. Arwab missing as well. Error missing right in the drop there. The only one with a full combo being Ricky. And as we get into this Ki, the players are holding. No misses yet in this Ki. The score is still very close. Ricky finding a big miss there. Dropped quite a bit of accuracy as well. That's going to be very beneficial for the UK. All the United Kingdom players holding. Except for Arwab there finding a miss. Could be going back to around like a 25,000 point lead. But everyone else holding on. Let's see if these tech patterns get anybody. A trade there from Air and Arwab. Score is going to be staying the same. The Malaysian side with a little bit of a lead. Kev missing an entire stack there. That's not going to be good for the UK. Eliminate also missing, so the UK and then Malaysia's going to be getting out to a big lead here at the start, and towards the middle of this map. God, it's lagging. The excitement is too much. There we go. Zakrusa still holding on, over 1,000 combo now. Ricky making his way up there as well. Malaysia has found themselves with a 75,000 point lead. This is big, especially on a map this long. That accounts for several misses. The UK is going to have to hope that Malaysia misses multiple times, and they're going to have to hold on for quite a bit as well. This is a really good spot to be in if you're Malaysia. Kev missing several notes there. Eliminate missing as well. This was not good. The Malaysian team is going to be soaring to over 100,000 point lead now. All of their players refusing to miss after their early couple misses. Zakrusa still holding on. Ricky almost got 1,000 combo. It's going to be really hard to come back. The map is very long though, so it's still possible. The United Kingdom players are just going to have to hold. Error miss, team miss from Malaysia. Well, the entire United Kingdom roster makes it through that. But then double miss right after the hard part there. That's not what you want to see if you're a UK fan. That could have been their chance with that team miss from Malaysia. Then they trade 2 back, eliminate the only one making it through that section. Kev with another miss here. This is looking dire now. They had to hold on through that section. So Malaysia is still holding on with their lead. It's at 120,000 points now. All of them over the 200 combo cap. But they can afford themselves a couple more misses too. This is looking like it's going to be a Malaysian victory, especially with that miss from Eliminate. Ricky misses, but it's not going to be anywhere close to being enough for the UK to come back. And yeah, as we get into the outro here, even with that miss from Ricky, this is going to be a Malaysian win on this tiebreaker. Malaysia will be advancing in the tournament. But a great showing from both teams. This is a really strong performance. And I think the UK should be very proud of that performance. They made it further than probably anyone thought they would go. And they put up a good fight on that tiebreaker as well. Yeah, this was an amazing match. Yeah, as Love Mapboy pointed out, that team score from Malaysia is phenomenal. The KFC buff. And congratulations to Malaysia for making it through this round. It looked scary there at the beginning, but they brought it back, they stayed calm, and they got the job done. Even when they were down match point to the United Kingdom. And they're going to be moving on to the bracket now. They're going to be playing against the winner of Thailand-Canada. Both of those teams are strong. And everyone leaving the lobby now. Well, I also have to go. So, thank you everyone for watching. Sorry that I couldn't do more of an outro, but I actually do have to leave now. I have class. Gotta run over real quick. And good luck to Malaysia further in the tournament. It was a pleasure casting this match. And I hope I get to cast more matches. See you all later. Goodbye. Have a nice rest of your day.